Sky Squad, we are back with another video, and we got to talk about these reunion looks from the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion that were just released. We had previously heard that they were going to be in a gold theme, and I'm happy with the gold theme, y'all. I'm happy with it. For real, like I feel like they got it, and I think these days it probably works better, especially having seen the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast photo and now looking at these pictures here. I think it's better to perhaps go with a theme, a grand color scheme in general, and it allows the women to look a lot more cohesive these days. And especially with the fact that they can actually, you know, it can be gold, but it can be all types of gold, right? It can be all different shapes and sizes that fit different body types. And so what I want to kind of do is go over who I think is kind of winning and who I think is maybe not winning as much. Granted, all the women look beautiful. We're not judging them based on their looks. We are judging them based on the outfit choices, as it pertains to maybe their personality or maybe how it looks against their skin or how it looks in the way they wear it. Okay. Or just maybe how the dress looks in general. Because I know some of you guys really like these types of videos. And so I felt like, after we gave fashion in the Young, Famous, and African recap, I feel like we should continue our fashion conversations here. So shout out to our friends over at Dorinda Deadly for posting these looks all together. And let's go down the list and take a look and see what we think about these ladies. Now, we have Jennifer here in this. I love the shape of the dress personally. I wasn't sure how I felt about the sleeves initially, but I actually do like them. I kind of felt like I wish she had done something different with her hair, but I think she really wanted to probably show off those Chanel earrings. And so I'm here for it. And she probably wanted to show off, some elements of that new nose job as well. So, pulling her hair back gives us prime look at the real estate. And she looks amazing. While I don't think that this is my favorite dress, it is one of my favorites because I feel like it is very now. I feel like it's very her. And I feel like she is wearing the dress, and the dress isn't necessarily wearing her. The shoulders for me give it everything I need. It reminds me of some vintage Terry Mugler. I hope pronounced the first name right. But it reminds me of vintage Mugler all the way, especially with those shoulders like that. And so overall, I'm feeling this look. To me, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know. I don't know what in the Sleepy Hollow is going on here with Tracy in this nightgown and this hair and this Goldilocks hair. I am not here for this look at all. I just feel like it's very, very lazy. It's giving me mermaid. It's giving me nightgown. It's giving me a bland. I can't even see the dress through all of this layer of weave. And I hate when it's so much weave that it just looks unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? I felt like she should have done better. Listen, if you want to if you want to stick around for another season, you're gonna have to bring it in every way. And fashion is just one of those ways that you got to bring it. And so, Tracy, I'm gonna need you to step up your game. While I think that again, what saves her in this look is that it is cohesive with the gold theme. So she doesn't lose any points in that regard. But in terms of the style of the dress, again, I just feel like it's lazy. I can barely see it through all those extensions. And those extensions aren't really necessarily even needed. Let's do something a little bit different next year. If you're going to stick around this group, you're going to have to step it up a whole lot. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. This is probably going to be one of my picks for best dressed. And it is because, as I said on my IG stories earlier today, Dolores is serving body, yada, 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 yada. Okay. Dolores has been hard at work on this body, whether it was through things that she's had surgically done or enhanced. And she's been very open about that, which I applaud, as is any woman or man's right to do so. I do not shame in terms of what people want to do with their with their bodies and how they want to present themselves. If you want to go get something snatched, go get it snatched, baby. Go get it snatched. Feel free to do you and live the life that you want to live, because life is short and you only get one of them. So live it to the fullest and do whatever you need to do to look and feel your best. And I'm going to tell you the truth. Whatever they did, it didn't really matter too much about the dress. Ain't much dress there, but she gave what needed to be given. This is reminiscent of what I felt like Marlo kind of gave us last season with the all black look that she did with the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. As you guys may recall, she gave us a lot of body as well. I think that Dolores is a bit more covered up, but it is definitely highlighting all of her assets in a very, very robust way. And I am all the way here for every little bit of it. It's just giving me drip, drop, and I love it. Teresa, is that gold speckles in her hair? I don't know. I know that the adding the gold, into the hair is a thing now, and we saw Kenya do it. I think at the last reunion for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we saw Toya do it with the Married to Medicine reunion as well. That look, for those of you guys who may not know, was also designed by my best friend, one of my best friends, Riley Knox, for Riley Knox Couture. But back to Teresa, I'm not feeling so much the tinsel in the hair at this point. I don't know why it's giving me Gia instead of Teresa. The jumpsuit, I'm not mad at it. It's kind of giving me zebra print a little bit, which I kind of don't like, but I do kind of feel like it's also giving me disco, which I do like. So I'm on the fence about it. I like it better up top than I do as you go down to the bottom, because as you guys can see, as you get closer to the bottom, and I'll go back to the full length look, it gets less and less. And so I don't like that. I want it to, if you're going to give me that sort of metallic look in these maybe broken mirror pieces, whatever the design is, give it to me all the way down. I want it all the way down, drip drop to the floor, baby. I mean, let's give me excess, but the ombre look for it, it just doesn't work for me because the fabric looks kind of cheap to a certain degree. I hate to say it, but overall, Teresa has a great body as well. So I think that overall she serves, and she's going to serve it with her comebacks and things that she says in the reunion. So it's going to be the Teresa show, I'm quite sure, but she does not win my best dressed for this look at all. Now, this, on the other hand, is how you pull together a reunion look. I do not know what this dress is made of. I really don't, but it fits on her like a Grecian goddess. Melissa knows how to dress for her figure. She knows how to dress for her own personal style and aesthetic. It never looks like she's wearing something that she's trying to do like a trend. She is literally dripping in Melissa Gorga. And to me, again, this is one of those instances where Melissa, again, she's also showing body, not too much, but it's just enough for us to get a good idea that she's definitely been working out, or at least staying in shape in some way, shape, or form. I love the cutout and the cut of this dress slash, I don't know what it is, shirt combination, whatever it is, whoever designed it, they did the doggone thing. And it's so simple, man. It's so simple. I hope that it sits well, because sometimes I think, when you have something that looks so good standing up, you kind of have to be kind of aware of how you're sitting. And so if she's sitting improperly, it could look a little odd. So hopefully she gave it the sit test before she actually put it on, because I think it'll be interesting to see how it looks when she's sitting down. But standing up, this to me, her and Dolores are just about at neck and neck for these looks. I'm loving it. And I think the hair goes well with this. It's not the kind of, stringy, curly look that she normally does, or the waves, I guess I should say. It is just a straight look that I feel like really puts the emphasis on her face and the dress. And again, it's a winner. It's a winner to me. Next, we have Jackie. While I don't think that this is my favorite look, I don't think that it's also my least favorite look at all. I think that Jackie does a great job of pulling off especially with the hair to the side. I love that look on, for whatever reason, when women do that look, and just as a man, it just looks so stunning to me. I don't know why, and maybe to and I'm just being real about that. I always love that look when it's tossed to the side like that. I feel like it gives some type of, it gives attitude. The dress is nice overall. I feel like it fits the theme. I feel like she didn't have to work too hard for it, and I definitely think that it'll sit well for her. I think that it's a nice gown. It's good. It's good. It's in the mid range to me. She doesn't stand out to me, but she definitely doesn't fade into the background as much. But I don't know. Just compared to Melissa and Dolores, I don't know. It's kind of a hard toss up for me. Marge. Marge's look is very disco glam as well. I feel like the dress suits her figure. I feel like it accentuates her curves in the correct way. I think that it is appropriate for her. The only thing that I wish that was maybe done a little bit differently is I would have maybe given her some of Tracy's extensions. I think that, I love her hair when it's off to the side a little bit more. This to me kind of reminds me of the pigtails look. And I feel like for the type of reunion that she's going to have, if she's going to be sitting next to Andy, which I think that she is, I think that she's going to have to come a little bit harder with the look overall. The dress is not bad. I feel like it's a pretty good look, but again, it's not my favorite. I feel like she could have done even more or even better with this, especially with that theme and the color of her hair. I just feel like she could have knocked out a whole lot of different styles with that, but I'm not mad at it. Again, I would have just maybe added more length to the hair or done something a little bit different to it to give it a little bit more interest, especially around the shoulder area where where the straps are a little bit smaller on the dress. That I think would have added a lot more to the gown in general. But overall, I have to tell you guys, I feel like the ladies understood the assignment overall, and you're going to have some that you don't like as much, and that's okay. But I also feel like, I always appreciate it when someone does step it up, and I felt like Melissa and Dolores ultimately really stepped it up. They've got dresses fit for their body. I'm going to give Jennifer an honorable mention because something about that dress and those shoulder pads just scream at me. And I'm going to have to go for worst dress for me is Tracy because, again, it feels a little bit lazy, actually a lot lazy. I can barely see the dress. I'm not needing all of those extensions. And I think that's my sort of order of the way that I would put it. Ultimately, if I had to really go from on a scale of like 1 to 7, I'm going to give it to Dolores for number 1. I'm going to give it to Melissa for number 2. I'm going to give it to Jennifer for number 3. I'm going to give it to Jackie for number 4, Teresa for number 5, Marge for number 6. And that's not bad. But then Tracy is just in 10th place because I just, again, feel like if you're a friend, you're only going to be there for a minute or two anyway. So you need to have the best dress that they have to offer. I need for you to go to Envy. Please tell me you didn't get that from Envy. Okay, Melissa, hook your girl up with a dress, please, for next year if she makes it back. That's what I have for you guys for the review of the fashions for the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion. If you like video content like this and you want more, let me know in the comment section down below. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next video.